Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Cancer, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link and my official Instagram, both listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Cancer, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one for the overall energy is going to be from the Human Spirit Oracle deck. And then for the tarot portion of the reading, the Good Tarot. And at the end, I'm going to pull a trinket from the Trinket Bowl, just to add one little additional message from Spirit. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Angel, Spirits, Guides, what messages do you have, please, for Cancer? Okay, right off the bat, I'm feeling that somebody has an animal passed away loved one, and but it's specifically an animal in spirit that wants to reach out, because I was drawn to looking at the paw print of my pet that passed away last year, and it's always sits on my desk since he passed away, but spirit is really making me focus on that paw print. You may have a paw print tattoo, or if you did just lose a pet, then my deepest condolences to you. It's the one of the worst things ever. So, but I'm not predicting that. It's already, if it's happened, but there is a beautiful animal spirit that wants to reach out and say hello to you right now. Okay, so we're getting the overall energy for Cancer. Okay, well, this is not from your animal spirit. That was just a hello. This is from Spirit, number 16 of the Major Arcana, relating to the Major Arcana, which is the Tower card. Great shock, awe, upheaval, surprise. And the card that you got, Cancer, which I'm a Cancer sun, so I'm going to own a little bit of this too. You got Hothead. I do have a Sagittarius rising, so makes for a pretty intense combination, at least in my chart. Cancer, look, I get it. Boy, do I get it, and I feel you, and I'm with you on this. But there could have been some situations where your hands were clenched, you feel frustrated. And the thing about Cancer is that the threshold of what a Cancer can deal with is very high. People do not understand this. They don't understand how high the threshold is, and that once you cross that threshold, whatever happens, this is up to you, up to the other party. There could be something here that you have failed to communicate, Cancer, and because it was stuck inside of you, it could have come out in words. Hopefully words was where it ended. But you feel really frustrated with something. Maybe a surprise that has come across your desk. So I'm hearing that lyric from a song by Taylor Swift from the Midnights album called Lavender Haze. Thank you, Spirit, that you could like that album. It's a great album. Midnights. Lavender Haze, get it off my chest, get it off my desk. I feel the lavender haze creeping up on me. So, the Lavender Haze, I don't know what Taylor, I'm not like a super Swiftie. I love that album though. I don't know what the Lavender Haze is referring to. But there could be a haze of some kind that is being referred to here that the papers have been piling up, the requests, the demands, the pleas. Help me, Cancer. I need you, Cancer. Can you do this, Cancer? Can you listen to this, Cancer? And it, like, at some point, all of that energy that the empath has to absorb, if it's not well tempered, it's going to come out eventually. Because all of that demand on a person is taxing, it's tiring, and can sometimes be, quite frankly, infuriating. So the point is, though, Cancer, to recognize it and transmute it, right? To let go of this, because that's not who you are on a good day. That's not who you are. We need to, Spirit is saying, temper emotions sometimes, especially when things get tough, because that's when the emotions can control you and not the other way around. It's difficult. I'm going to get 3 cards, past, present, future, to see what is happening with Cancer right now with this situation. I'm only taking uprights in this reading. One more card, please. Spirit for Cancer. Thank you. Now I just want to show you, just real quick, the color palette here. 3 cards on the table. It's very different from this. 2 air and 1 water. Air fuels the fire and the water suppresses it. The air in this deck is the swords suit, the thinking mind, the contemplation, the worry, the anxiety, the facts, the figures, the analysis, the strategy. That's the air suit. And the very first card in the past energy is the 3 of air, the 3 of swords. This is the heartbreak, heartache card in most tarot decks. This tarot deck is not an exception to that. However, the depictions of the good tarot, and I chose this deck intuitively because I felt like a calm and softer approach was needed with the signs at this time. There's this sense a little bit of isolation. We have 2 birds over here. Sorry for the glare. We have 2 birds on a branch over here and 1 here. And of course, she feels like, with her wings, she feels like the extension of this bird. I want to point out that all the birds have crowns. They all have their crown still fully intact. You haven't lost yourself, Cancer. Some days it might feel like it, though. My throat is closing up. The throat chakra. It's also the 3rd chakra. It feels like a lump like a frog in the throat. And even how she's crossing her hands, it's like this protective stance. So I'm gonna get a clarifier. I don't know. It's gonna be different for everyone. The sadness that you have recently incorporated into your awareness. You're feeling rather protective, or you did in the past. But there's this sense of alienation or isolation from a group, from the sense of couplehood. Let's see. Spirit, can you clarify the 3 of air, please? For the past position. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Queen of Air. This card has been popping up a lot, just in shuffling this deck several times because I always pre-shuffle. Queen of Air just could not wait to pop out. She popped out like 3 times already before I even started any readings. She has something to say. The Queen is in the same suit, right? We go from Ace to 10, and then we have the court cards of the tarot. Page, Knight, Queen, King. So there's an evolution that happens from the 3 to the Queen. We're working through all of the suit. An evolution, a maturity of self. So even though you may have experienced a past heartbreak, you came out wiser, more mature, more refined. Spirit wants to say, look how magnificent. From this energy to this, there's no arms crossing, hiding a throat chakra. There's no, it's completely, it's like in your face. Even her familiar here, the snowy owl, it's in your face. It's looking at you directly. There's no apology in this. There's beauty. There's power. There's discernment, a discerning eye. That's the Queen of Air. A little bit of sarcasm here. A little bit of sarcasm. Queen of Air is sarcastic. She's seen things. She's been around. She's been through things like this already. You can't tell her nothing. She already knows. She knows the truth of life. She's all the wiser for it, but she's not letting it dull any part of who she is. She's standing even prouder, taller, more resilient, more radiant. She takes up a lot of space. See how there's so much empty space here? Here, she takes up all the space. It's incredible. So this card is clarifying the 3 of Swords. Yes, Cancer has experienced a heartache, heartbreak. And yes, Cancer has come out resilient. You learned some things. You learned some truths. Spirit just said the word fastidious. Fastidious. I can't honestly tell you if I know the meaning of that word. I mean, I know I don't want to make something up. I think if I had to ponder a guess, I don't know that I really use the word fastidious in my vernacular. I don't know, I feel like there's something having to do with brevity. And then whether or not that's right or wrong, Spirit is now saying brevity is the soul of wit, which is a very famous quote. By who? I don't know. Shakespeare? Don't know. Oscar Wilde? Brevity is the soul of wit. There could have been some moments, terse moments, like your words were clipped. I feel that with whatever situation that caused this pain or heartbreak or disappointment, you might have been feeling this on the inside, but looking like this on the outside. Very different. This feels like a very Cancer thing to do. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. What do you need? That's me every day. That's me every day at work. And I don't know, people still keep coming back for it, but I'm fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Clearly it was. Clearly it was. Can't avoid this card. It's so not, there are some really amazing cards in this deck. This one stands out amongst them as an image. There's no getting around it. There's no denying it, Cancer. That's okay. We don't have to. We shouldn't be. The point is that we don't get to this so that it's this escalated level where we can't control it anymore. Because the one thing I will say about the Queen of Air, she's very cold, but she's also controlled. But even here, Does she seem that cold? I mean, yes, we have the blue tones, but look at her eyes. There's still some compassion there. And that's really important. Can you come through a disappointment like this with your compassion and your empathy intact? That's when the Cancer has mastered something really amazing in life. Can you come through a heartache, heartbreak with your compassion and empathy intact? If anyone was going to do it, it would be Cancer. Maybe a Pisces. Where are we in the present moment? Nine of Water. Finally going back into our happy space, the water element, the cups of the tarot. See all these beautiful jewels here? Look at all these jewels. Are you surrounded by jewels? Are you surrounded by riches? Maybe it's this sense of richness within the self. Here, now, we still have the arms clasped, but doesn't it feel different? It's still like this, but it's almost like, not so fake as I just did it, but just like, oh, that's so great. There's like a self-soothingness like to this gesture, like, wow. Nine of Cups talks about wish fulfillment, contentment. Contentment. 9 full cups. Wherever you are in life right now, you're feeling very grateful. It doesn't mean you don't have problems. It doesn't mean that there aren't things that trigger you. But there's a sense of gratefulness about you, Cancer, and that is such a beautiful vibration to be in. That space of gratitude is so important. It changes your whole life view. It really does. I can't say that I'm always there. If I really had to hazard a guess as to a percentage of the moments where I feel gratefulness, I'd say it's about 75%. Of the time. I'm so humbled and grateful. And the other 25% feels like this. And it doesn't feel like there's much in between. So maybe you're feeling a little bit of that too. But in the present energy, things are going very well. This could have to do with your relationships, your friendships, your community, outreach, your job, whatever it is. There's something that you're not taking for granted. Spirit would have me tell you further to share that gratitude with others, right? Share the happiness, share the vibration. It's like when you share it, it's like this generosity with the right people. The generosity begets more generosity. It just keeps coming back to us like a boomerang when we emit such beautiful energy, and it's authentic. It's really stunning. Let's get a clarifier for the 9 of Water in the present moment. 2 cards came out for you. 2 fire cards. Well, 7 of Fire, 10 of Fire, 7 of Wands, 10 of Wands. So it's not too far away, these ignition points. Not too far away. The 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands talks about, and I want to point out that the little things that look like embers here are actually fireflies. And well, dragonflies or fireflies. Actually, now they look more like dragonflies that are alight. So the 7 of Fire, 7 of Wands can talk about defensiveness in some respects. It can say, okay, we've got all of our wands around us and we're kind of bracing ourselves because we've achieved some level of success, some modicum of success, and because we're on top, we're exposed. And all of a sudden, the ground that seems so stable seems a little questionable. With the 10 of fire here, 10 of wands can talk about burden. All the things that we've had to carry with us along the way. Releasing that burden. Whenever we have a 10, we always go back to the ace. So we're nearing a completion of something. You're looking and seeking to put those burdens down, to extinguish this fire. It's like the last embers. The last embers, but you have to be careful, because it just, you know, takes, I see somebody flicking a cigarette butt. It just takes one careless act to light an entire forest on fire. Carelessness. Spirit is saying, try not to be careless with your abundance. But it's here. The abundance is here. Maybe part of it too is that you know, Spirit is saying that, it kind of sounds funny in my head, but Spirit is bringing up that line, mo money, mo problems. Mo money, mo problems. I don't even know what that is. It from a song? I'm not even sure. But it's one of these things where it's like Cancer is rising up. And the more you rise up, the more you see the responsibilities increase, the demands increase. So I feel like you're a little bit weighing your options. You're still enjoying it though. I see you enjoying it. Because Spirit is now showing me like, I don't care, and nor do I own any of these things, because who makes that kind of money? But the Spirit is showing me an Hermes bag, like that orange, this color orange actually. An Hermes bag, designer bag. Because it's kind of like, hey, I'm more money, more problems, but at least I'm walking around looking good. And that's not really, Cancer doesn't usually approach that way, but maybe right now you are. Because you're like, look, if I have to deal with this, I am definitely going to enjoy this. All of my jewels surrounding me. Now they're giving me the scenario of the rich auntie. It's very true. You know, I don't have kids, and I am an auntie. I would not say that I am rich, but I enjoy some creature comforts, and I have two beautiful nephews, and man, do I spoil them. At least I try to, as much as I can when I can see them, and that's what I'm feeling. This feeling, I'm feeling like rich auntie, strutting their stuff. If I'm going to deal with this, then I'm also going to enjoy this. It's this like no nonsense attitude about Cancer right now. Because it's almost like, man, I put in the time, I've earned it. So, gotta be careful though, because it's like borderline sense of entitlement, but not quite there. It's more just like, I put in my, I put in the work. I put in the work in my own life. And now I just want to enjoy. Now I just want to enjoy. Having gained this wisdom. So for the future potential, it's just potential, right? Like everything is. Four of air, we go back to the air suit. Four of air talks about rest. Right off the bat, Spirit was like, do you need a vacation? probably Cancer. 4 of air comes after the 3 of air. Rest, recuperation, contemplation, quietude, solitude, just for a little while, just so that you can regain your strength. Spirit said the word composure. Regain your strength. So I see you just like in the near future, just kind of like laying low, still doing your thing, but definitely not exhibiting energy like this. Laying low, because that's not how you want to be. That you're not trying to achieve this. This is what you're dealing with right now. So maybe this also involves you kind of engaging in self-care, meditation, just like immersing yourselves in things that relax you. It's important. It's important for your sanity. Can I get a card for a clarifier for the 4 of air, please? Thank you. The 3 of earth, the 3 of pentacles. 3 of pentacles, really beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. 3 of Pentacles talks about collaboration and co-creation, specifically with Spirit, and they honked the horn just now outside. Talk to your spirit guides when you're in this space of quiet contemplation and meditation. Literally ask them questions. Ask for answers to questions. Ask for guidance. Be very clear. Spirit, I'm talking to you right now. Can you help me? Spirit team, passed away loved ones, I know you're there. I know you're looking out for me. Can you help me with this situation, this problem, this connection, this whatever? Or I'm so excited about building this. Can you guide me along the way? Can you kind of help me see the untapped creativity that I know is burgeoning in there somewhere? This is the gesture of working with Spirit. Can I get a card of advice from Spirit to close out the reading? This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Card of advice. 8 of fire. Fast action and fast communication. This feels like Spirit. Remember I told you an animal energy was coming through? Look at this panda. Like riding on the back of the panda. That's Spirit. 8 of fire. Things are going to move quickly. Their advice to you is ask now. Don't wait. Talk to Spirit now about what it is that the next step, what it is that you want to graduate to, that you want to explore. So I'm going to pull a trinket for you. I'm not going to look at it. I'm just going to pull one trinket out of the bowl. This is like a nautilus shell. Like a snail, and it also could be interpreted as like one of those, a horn. So there's a kind of, it's like the Fibonacci sequence. When I look at this, there's a kind of natural perfection and symmetry in mathematics when I look at this shape. So Spirit is kind of suggesting that things are going to grow exponentially for you. But it starts at an inception point and exponentially grows and morphs and evolves. It's almost like this is the trajectory of your life. You're starting off small and something is gaining greater and greater momentum. It's a really beautiful energy for you. That's your reading, Cancer. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Cancer.